Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for February 2024. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Capricorn, this is a big month. Oh my goodness. It's a life-changing month, and you're probably already going through some really big changes in your life. But let me tell you, this is a month. We have 26 aspects. That's pretty much one for every day of the month. And it's a leap year. We have 8 conjunctions, okay? Listen, do you know that's a big deal? You know that's a big deal? We have 8 conjunctions. That is a lot of conjunctions in a month. We're going to talk about that later. We have no planets retrograde. This month, especially with these conjunctions, just expect, remember, we're talking about like currents of change now. You're going to feel it at a roadrunner pace. There's a lot happening this month. And we have not 1, not 2, not 3, 6 planets in Aquarius. So we have 6 planets moving through Aquarius. This is a really big deal because we're in Aquarius season. We have Pluto in Aquarius. We have Venus, Mercury, Mars, all moving throughout Aquarius. We have what else? Oh, the moon. Oh, we have a new moon in Aquarius. This is all in your second house of money, of finances, of income. This is going to be a big money month for you. But, if you're not here for money, I say it all the time. If you are literally the king of the Milky Way and you are sitting up there in the sky saying, I got enough. I got the universe. It's, the second house is self-worth and self-value. Okay. So, let's break it down. Let's break it down. I'm just going to let you know now, it's going to be a very sensual month. It's going to be a very, like a lot of sexual drive this month. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you why. And so we also have a full moon in Virgo at the end of the month. I mean, there's so much happening. Let's go ahead and get started. We have a Saturn Cazimi, your ruling planet. So when I say like this is going to be a big rebirth month for you, all right? There's this rebirth happening in your life. So let's go ahead and get started. If you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. I pull more cards. And that's when I tell you exactly what to expect. I hope you have a pen. I hope you're taking notes. There are some dates that I want you to circle. Okay, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, you're absolutely welcome to. If you want more, if you know your birth chart and if you want more insight in those areas of your life, but let's do it. Let's do it, Capricorn. See what's going on for you for February 2024. Do you like my shuffling skills today, by the way? Oh, also, it's snowing. I wish that you could see that. I wish that you could see the snow through the window. It's just so hard to see snow, right? But it's snowing here in New York City, so I love it. Capricorn, what is going on? You're good. You're good. There's just something going to happen, okay? There is something going to happen where you are definitely going to have an emotional impact this month, okay? And I am getting the impression that it is something that you're leaving behind for something else. Let's get started. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Very interesting. I love the fact that you have the Queen of Swords up in your that's come up in your past. Now, Capricorn. Queen of Swords is Libra, by the way. So if that resonates with you, partnerships, relationships could be a thing, especially because there's been a lot of activity with that, especially for y'all. Okay, and that can be love, it can be career, but Queen of Swords. This is great because this is saying like no BS. I just want the truth. I just want searching for the truth for myself as well. This is your having your head above the clouds. This is being very headstrong. The Queen of Swords leads with her head. So there is a sense of you moving through February, just being, again, like headstrong, having a lot of power and authority and intellect and logic and communication. It's really, really nice. Like it's almost like, having no emotions, like cloud your judgment. It's okay to be emotional, obviously, but like making that distinction where it's not like where you're actually thinking up here and you're like, okay, this makes the most sense. Now, Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread is a big deal. You know, it's a big deal. I mean, keep in mind, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. And so, yeah, there's something new coming through. There's something definitely new coming through. Aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. This is the biggest pentacle in the deck. Okay. So a lot of money. Okay. A lot of wealth. Remember what I said. Pluto moving into Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, Mars, Mercury, so much Aquarius energy, and Aquarius rules your second house of money. So a lot of y'all could be getting promotions, getting new jobs. You see the golden pathway, by the way, and the archway here. It really is this gateway into this new place in your life. Okay, so there's a lot of momentum that's going to be happening this month, and you're going to definitely feel it. And don't forget, we still do have some planets in Capricorn even before they go into Aquarius throughout this month, but so you will definitely feel it in February. Now, I also want to remind you that Pentacles are earthbound, sorry about that. So with it being earthbound, it's also your physical reality as well. So there could be something new coming into your life. It could be a material possession. It could be something like, the new coffee mug that you've been wanting, or that Toyota Camry, whatever it is. You do you, Capricorn. A Ferrari, you do. So just something that's new. Okay, something new that you've been wanting now. This is really special. It could be a relationship. It could be a baby. Don't forget, we have Jupiter in your 5th house of procreation too. So there's a lot of newness, a lot of family energy that you can expect. All right, especially with the North Node having moved into Aries in your 4th house as well. That's going to be there all year long. All right, so your domestic sector. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune, but you have the Wheel of Fortune in your challenge area. Okay, are you working on your karma? Are you working on your karma? That is the biggest question. Okay, so this month I want you to think about that. All right. And I want you to work with it, because karma, it's not static, or it's constantly, we're constantly working with our karmas. And you can see this wheel it's constantly turning too. Karma has a heavy association with this card, because this card is also ruled by Jupiter. All right. So it seems like there may be a little bit of something new that is also happening where you may not like it too. It may be something that it wasn't on the path that you had wanted for yourself, but there is a sense of learning at this point, again, working with your karma and understanding, is this a path that you actually want to be on, right? Because who controls your destiny? It's you, right? So everyone's gifted free will with the Wheel of Fortune in your challenge area. There could be some moments this month where you just feel like, okay, what's going on here? I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later too, because also this month, the Sun and Mercury are going to be squaring Uranus. That's going to be a big deal. That's almost like hitting a wall. And that's not just that's for everybody. Okay. But there, again, so many amazing aspects this month that are just a lot more powerful. But let's keep going. You have the 4 of Cups. So with the Wheel of Fortune in your challenge area, and now you have the 4 of Cups in your crown. Yeah, it is going to be a month where you're going to have to spend a little bit of time thinking about not only your karma, but gratitude. And you may be thinking about this month too. There could be some wonderful things happening in your life, but there could be a part of you that's like, I don't know if I want this, or I didn't really ask for this, or I didn't really need it, because the 4 of Cups is highly associated with gratitude. And so you can even see in the card, I'm going to show you something here. You see the Hand of Spirit offering that cup, right? The Hand of Spirit only appears in the aces other than the 4 of Cups. So when you see this card, it is actually a bigger deal than you would think, okay? And it is saying, you need to work on your gratitude, because if you see this young man sitting under the tree, he's got 3 full cups, a 4th cup being handed to him. Look at his reaction, crossing off his heart. There's a lot of apathy and boredom associated with the 4 of Cups. And so just again, it's working on your gratitude. And I say that because gratitude is the highest vibration in the law of attraction. I mean, you attract the things that you want to attract when you vibrate at a high frequency. I talk about energy all the time. So that is something that you may be thinking about this month. Like, is this something that I want? Is there something that I'm doing right now? Maybe a relationship I'm in, maybe a career that I'm in, maybe something in your life. Is this something that is bringing me joy? Am I just like over it? Like, that may be something. Again, remember, this is a month of rebirth. You are going to have some really pivotal moments this month, okay? Toward the end of the month, for sure. Like, really, really big, okay? With that Saturn Kazemi. But just take that time to really think about that. there is this sense of this new beginning that's happening, but you're gonna have it really is, the big picture is like, do you actually want it? And if you do, is there a way that you can have it in a way that you actually like feel it in your bones, like feel it in your heart, in your soul, right? This is what I want. You did get the Six of Pentacles. And so this is really interesting. You have a very interesting spread, Capricorn, because the Six of Pentacles and the root of your spread, this is a card of gratitude. You see him helping these two people. You see that it is so much like he's this philanthropic man helping the needy, right? So a lot of like gratitude, generosity, understanding. Also, that's another thing, understanding the balance between giving and receiving, right? We talked about karma earlier. And so when I say that, by the way, this month, you may be asking a lot of questions that relate to, am I giving, and not getting in return? Am I sitting here and waiting to receive, not giving at all? Remember, gratitude seems to be like a big thing that's happening for you this month, okay? Something that you may be thinking about, and also like your karmic journey in terms of what you're seeking on your path to enlightenment, and if there is, if you're working with your karma, all right? Because you did get the Three of Swords in your future. Capricorn, this is another Libra card. So there, again, something with partnerships and relationships, whether work, career, whether home matters, domestic matters, just think one-on-one. It could even be, just think of your mailman. It could be your mailman, right? It just one-on-one partnership. But there is a sense of like, there's a lot of, it's an emotionally challenging card. However, it is still a sword suit, okay? And so up here, now, it's coming after the Ace of Pentacles, after the Queen of Swords. So remember, you're being headstrong, all right? You're moving into this month being headstrong. You're really, really have a lot going on up here, a lot of power and authority. You could even be like a very good communicator, a very good mediator at this point too. But then you see that there is a sense of like, it's almost like a test. There's almost like a test, something testing you this month that asks you, don't just be up here, be everywhere, okay? Feel it, mind, body, spirit, all of it. Now, with the Three of Swords in your future, yeah, it looks like there may be something that could be emotionally challenging, all right? And it's going to start affecting you to a point where you may be thinking about it a little bit. I'm going to clarify this for you too, by the way. It is going to be that clarifier time. Yeah, it does look like it's more about you. This is more about you. It definitely is going to be something where I'm going to pull another clarifier, but just to show you, you did get the Seven of Cups, and this card has a lot of like smoke and mirrors in it, right? A lot of like illusion. It's asking you, what do you want? Exactly what I've been saying like the whole time. Seven of Cups. So there is a sense of like, you're really going to have to know what you want at this point. As you move forward and you know what you want, you're going to be good. I mean, come on. You got the Nine of Cups. I'm getting some, like there's almost like something could be really exhausting for you this month. And it could be this situation where you're just thinking a lot. And there could be almost like a tug of war between your head and your heart. Just keep that in mind. Remember, you can have anything you want. You just got the wish come true card, right? You even see him sitting there like a genie in a bottle. But this is a card of like complete satisfaction. This is a card of enlightenment. This is a card where, yeah, wishes do come true. It looks like yours will, as long as you know what you want. Okay. So it looks like a very reflective, deeply reflective month. But in the heart of it all, again, literally in the heart of your spread too, Ace of Pentacles. So there is something coming through. It's almost like, is it something you want? And if it isn't, are you going to take a baseball bat and bash in your TV because it wasn't exactly what you had expected? No, you're not. You're gonna have that moment. You're like, okay, wasn't exactly what I wanted, but hey,
I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I got this opportunity. I'm grateful that, I have a roof over at my head. I'm grateful that, I, have Netflix. I understanding that, some people out there don't even get opportunities. I'm grateful for everything, that all these great things that are happening in my life. So this is going to be a really deep month, like powerful month for you. Let's get to your stuff. I'm very curious now what's going on. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. Capricorn, talk to me. What's going on here? What's going on? Let's talk about this. You have a very interesting spread. You're good. Okay. It's just, you're going to have to, it's almost like, again, have that understanding between like the head and the heart. It seems like there may be like some sort of like tug of war, but, at the heart of it all, again, I don't know why that makes me laugh, but you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So again, something new is coming. You just have to, is it what you want? Is it what you want? You're going to have to make that decision. But, well, okay, so you do have the World. Okay. So it's clear as day. It's clear as day here. You do want this big change in your life. The World, we've come to the end of the major arcanas. A lot of be proud of yourself. Okay. Be proud of where you are right now. You may have some big decision to make this month. A lot of like, karmic work and, intuitive work as well, but just working, on exactly what you want. Remember what I said, you got to feel it. You got to really feel it. You have the World, which is ruled by Saturn. All right. So Saturn being your ruling planet. And you're going to see, again, Saturn at play this month. Now, the Nine of Wands in your external factors area. So there is a sense of like you, almost like, well, two messages coming through. One is more you of really holding on to something. And it's almost like, again, you have to ask yourself, like, whatever I'm fighting for, I have to know what side I'm on. Do I really want this path or do I want this path? The other thing is there could be someone in your life that is part of this plan. Okay. Someone, it can be, again, whatever resonates with you. It can be a friend. It can be a lover. It can be a husband, a partner. It can be a career partner, colleague, anything, whatever resonates with you. But there's someone there that's involved in this, and it seems like they may also be in a place where they're like, all right, I don't know, we got to think about if this is the right path for us too, but let's do it. Let's pull another clarifier. I'm in the mood. You got the Chariot. You're good. Capricorn. I do feel that you're going to move past it as long as you have like when you deeply know, and to deeply know, you have to trust your intuition. You have to be in touch with your intuitive side. This is a month where Pluto is going to have a lot of conjunctions. Pluto has this depth to it. It has this intensity to it. And so you're definitely going to feel it. And when you feel it, okay? I want you to feel it. Wow, I'm getting really serious here. That's how much I care about you, Capricorn. You got the Two of Wands, all right? So there is a sense of like hesitation, okay? Look at your entire spread here. It's almost like you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You've got to spend some time really thinking about your next step, all right? But remember I said, don't forget like how far you've come. All right. So this is still a great time to celebrate that, really appreciate like where you are now, and, think about where you were even 2 years ago. Like, look how far you've come. Okay. But now think about that next step, and you do have the Page of Wands in your final outcome. So really nice. You have a page in your final outcome. Now, the Page of Wands is, the biggest message coming through is like, there is this potential. There is something new. Again, something that it's almost like through it all, when you have this journey, there is something waiting for you on the other side, and it's going to grow and it's going to blossom. And that power to have that happen is there in a really big way. Pages are the newbies in the royal court. So they bring in that fresh, new energy. And you can see him so compelled by that wand. All right. So very interesting here. Very nice here because it's you also see the desert landscape. There's a reason for that. There's two, actually. Well, the first one that's here that's very apparent is that you see the leaves sprouting from the wand, right? He has the power. He has that magic about him to turn that desert landscape into this lush, verdant garden of his passions. Wands are passions, ideas, creativity, also your work related too. Secondly, you see the pyramids in the background. Now, pyramids, I call these, especially with the Page of Wands, like resurrection machines. Like, you are definitely going through this rebirth this month. Let's see what's let's see what's going on for you for every week. All right, you have I mean, clearly with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, there's something new happening here. There is absolutely something new happening here, and it's like there is a wish that will come true as long as you know what that wish is. All right. Remember with the Seven of Cups, but it looks like there may be some emotional challenges to get there. But let's see what's going on every week. Okay, let me tell you what's going on every week for you. And I'm only going to point out the most important days. Again, there's just way too many aspects to talk about. But what I will do is talk more about all the aspects in your weekly reading. So in February, we kick it off with Mercury moving into Aquarius. So a lot of talks about money at this point. Okay, this is like building your future around money, but also don't forget like self-confidence, self-worth, a lot of confidence. Okay, but a lot of conversations that you could have that are moving things forward around this time. Now, remember, Mercury's going to be here for a few weeks. Isn't it crazy? Mercury's going to go into Pisces at the end of the month. So we have Mercury in 3 signs in February. Another rare thing about February. So keep that in mind, because on the 5th, Mercury will conjunct Pluto. Now we come to the first conjunction. Mercury, the planet of communication, and Pluto, all about power, transformation. So there's so much power in words. All right. Use it right now. All right. Use it right now. This is, and again, remember that level of depth that comes with Pluto. So you could just be thinking very deeply. Remember, you did get the Queen of Swords. A lot of, even like curiosity that comes with, Mercury conjuncting Pluto, with Mercury and Pluto in Aquarius. Something new that you could explore that's like deeply moving, something that, remember, you do have the Page of Wands in your final outcome. So this is the only time we're going to have Mercury conjunct Pluto this year. Take advantage. Now, on the 7th, Venus trine Uranus. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing, especially because Venus is still in your sign at this point, trining Uranus in your 5th house of love, romance, pleasure, sex, procreation, creativity, even recreation. So yeah, there could be some rekindling of love. There could be this new hobby that you pick up. There could be a lot of things. There could be this new thing that you're thinking about around this time as well. But and if you're in a relationship, I would encourage trying new things, like maybe going to a different restaurant or just doing something. I mean, this is such an amazing day. Uranus is all about breakthroughs, surprises, the unexpected. Do something unexpected. Like, this is really, really nice. Very social aspect, but I really like this. I mean, you're going to love it too, because the same day Mars will sextile Neptune. This is absolutely amazing. This is almost like, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in your weekly reading, but this is like you being driven by a higher purpose. And you see that's already showing up in your spread here, right? Working with your karma, with your intuition, with your, spirit guides, whatever you work with, like, just really tapping into that. You're definitely going to feel a lot of spiritual energy around this time. So, now on the 8th, actually, the day after, this is when the sun squares Uranus. All right. So we're going to talk about this a lot more, but this is, this is kind of square. All right. So one of those, like, where you could feel the wall starting to build. All right. And you're going to have to find a way to get through that wall. But again, every Capricorn's different. Every Capricorn's going to feel it in a different way. Every Capricorn has a different rising sign. That's why every Capricorn in this world isn't the same person, right? It's your rising sign. It's your birth chart. So, but every Capricorn's going to feel it. And the reason why I feel like it might be a little bit like, is because the day after we have a new moon in Aquarius. However, we have the sun squaring Uranus, Uranus being the ruling planet for Aquarius. So this may be a little, remember, it's just a little like, so with that said, let's see what's going on. This is, as you can see, it's a big week. I haven't even talked about every aspect this week, but you see that like powerful aspects, some that are just like really can change your path around this time. Let's see what's going on for you around for the first week of February. Wow. So what's really going to have the biggest impact that first week is the Venus trining Uranus, okay? The Venus trining Uranus. You got the 2 of Cups. So, I mean, this is like 2 souls inhabiting one body. This is, you know, we call it like the twin flame card, the soulmate card, the true love card, and it can be love. Especially for you. Remember, I said Venus is in your sign and Uranus is in your 5th house of love. Okay. But it can be career. It can be platonic. It can be self-love too. All right. A lot of self-love. Remember, there is a lot of that going it's like you on your journey. But this is really nice. This is really, 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 really nice. You know what's really nice about this, by the way? I'm going to tell you what's really nice about this. This card is attributed to Venus in Cancer. This is a Cancer card. Cancer rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, Capricorn. So you are really good. And remember, I think I mentioned it earlier. Partnerships, I felt was like a big thing for y'all. Now, second week of February, Mars is moving into Aquarius on the 12th. So now we have Mercury, the Sun, Pluto, and Mars in Aquarius. Huge buildup. And Aquarius, a very forward-thinking, visionary, innovative sign, humanitarian. But this is just like Mars is all about action. Mars has so much energy, driving all this, energy into Aquarius, which is again your 2nd house of like confidence, material, your material world, and money. So you could just feel a lot of activity around this time too, even like around your network too. You know, Aquarius is a humanitarian. Anyway, 13th. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about this. Now, the 13th, and I'm talking about this because as we know, Valentine's Day is on the 14th. Whether you celebrate it or not, what's happening on the 13th, you're going to still feel on the 14th. What's happening on the 13th? Venus sextiling Neptune. Wow. Wow. This is love. This is compassion. This is romance. This is, and when I say romance, yeah, sure. In terms of love, you're not here for love or romance. Think about like being romantic toward like the arts or your passion. So there is still going to be that feeling of that. It's what really moves you. Again, like just think about like what's going to inspire you. That's what's going to happen around this day. Now, the reason why this is going to be a powerful day is because the same day Mars will conjunct Pluto. And so now we're coming after Mercury conjuncting Pluto. Now we have Mars conjuncting Pluto. It is go time. This is go time. This is the 2 most powerful planets doing this explosive fist bump in the sky. Okay, this is huge. This is it's go time. It's your time too. It's your time. It's your time. This is really, 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 really big. Again, this can be something that has to do with you just feeling a lot of energy going toward your goals, feeling absolute confidence. Sex drive is a big thing with Mars conjuncting Pluto. So just remember that you could have a heightened sex drive, and again, if you're not here for that, just a strong desire for the things that you're passionate about. Okay. You could even have like a strong desire for power, for empowerment. I mean, this is this is so rare. Mars conjuncting Pluto is so rare. We're not seeing it again until January 2026. Take advantage. Take advantage. Use this. Okay? Please. And it could have to do with money. It really could have to do with money. Remember, Mars and Pluto are in Aquarius in your second house of money. So just be mindful. Now on the 14th, and so those two aspects are spilling over into Valentine's Day. So a lot of like energy around love and romance and intimacy on Valentine's Day. On the actual Valentine's Day, on the 14th, we have the moon in Taurus conjuncting Jupiter. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. So yeah, you're going to feel it. And this is luck now. This is prosperity and luck. And also remember, because y'all, with all this activity happening in Aquarius for y'all and money, Jupiter is profit. So really, really nice. Now on the 16th, Mercury will square Uranus. So now we have the sun and Mercury squaring Uranus. Again, Uranus is in your 5th house of pleasure, love, romance, creativity, self-expression. So you see how, remember, there's almost, well, this day in particular, do not sign contracts. Okay. Promise me that. Put it in your calendar. Don't sign contracts this day. Mercury, you do not want to sign contracts when Mercury, the planet of communication, is squaring Uranus, the planet of surprises. And it's also a day where it's almost like be careful how you speak, and you could even hear surprising news. Now, Venus will move into Aquarius this day, very free-spirited, so it can almost like amplify that energy, but Venus in Aquarius will be there for a few weeks, and this is just like a lot of intellectual conversations, and it's really nice. It more of a mental connection, but remember, Venus is money too, money and love, and so those are big themes for you. Now, on the 17th, speaking of Venus, Venus will conjunct Pluto. We have another powerful conjunction. Oh my goodness. Now this one is sex, okay? There's another one that's like all about sex. We're going to get to that. But this one, Venus conjuncting Pluto, sex. Deep, intense intimacy. Like that's a thing, okay? And I know I don't talk about this too much, but this is a month just happens to be Valentine's Day month, which just happens to be all these aspects that are just so intensely intimate. This is a big one, okay? There's Venus conjuncting Pluto. Just remember, Pluto is power, empowerment, transformation. Venus, love, money, sex, everything that you think that Venus would represent. And then we move into Pisces season. We'll talk about that more in the weekly reading. On the 18th, so everything is starting to shift in your 3rd house of communication, all right? And short distance travel. But let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, for the 2nd week of February. You are good. Oh my gosh. Ace of Cups. Okay. So coming after the 2 of Cups, like you're good. For you, remember, Jupiter is in your 5th house, okay? Love, romance, pleasure. That is a dramatic pause, because remember what I said, the North Node is in your 4th house of family, children, your domestic sector, home matters, real estate even, or a significant other, right? So, wow. But even still, it looks like, it's 2nd ace. You have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I always say this. Think about the last time something brought you so much joy, it brought you to tears. That's what this is. There's this new beginning. Remember I said this is a month of rebirth? There's this new beginning. There is this, it's like some of y'all definitely will get married. Some of y'all will definitely have a baby possibly too. Some of y'all will possibly find new love if you're single. Again, if you're not here for love, this is, cups are emotions. If you have like intense emotions toward your job, career, I mean, that could be a thing too with a partnership, but there is definitely something new happening in your life this month. Remember, something that you want, as long as you know what it is. Now we get to the big, so on the 3rd week, on the 21st, you better write this down in your calendar, Venus conjuncting Mars. We all know when these 2 lovebirds get together. So I'm just going to skip that part. You already know what happens. So, but again, there's this intimacy, the desire, and taking action with it. Okay. Taking action with it. Even just remember, creativity is, Venus does rule creativity too, but this is being, emotionally charged. Okay. This is also such a rare aspect. It doesn't happen until 2026 as well. So take advantage of this day. Put things in motion. Take action. Okay. 22nd, Mercury moves into Pisces. Now, this is the planet of communication moving into your third house, where it rules. So communication is going to be a big thing for you, but also, a lot of intuitive energy around this time, imagination. Now on the 24th, we have the full moon in Virgo. This is very, very interesting. We're going to talk a lot, and this is going to affect you a lot more than I feel that it's going to affect you, a little bit more than the other signs. Okay. This is the full moon in Virgo. What I love about this is that Jupiter will be trining this full moon. Saturn is really at play here as well, but we're going to talk about that more in the weekly reading. Remember, Saturn is your ruling planet. Just be ready for just be ready to let something go. Just be ready to let something go, because it seems like you're committing to something new. Okay. And adjusting to it around this time. Remember, full moons do bring culmination, and you see your entire spread here, like new, like something like you want it. Okay. But you got to know what you want now. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of February. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, you got the Eight of Cups. So yeah, it's time to walk away from something it's not your path. Okay. Something that, again, it's going to be an emotional month for you. It is definitely going to be one where, again, I want you to have that alignment with head and heart. But you see, he's wearing a red cape, red boots, in the water, walking through water being emotions, walking away from the cups. Nothing's wrong with the cups. There's just something better for him. And he actually knows that. See the eclipse. This is a game-changing moment. So this could be a big pivotal point in your life around this time. Okay. And the big thing about this is this card is attributed to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is currently in Pisces. Mercury is in Pisces. The sun is in Pisces. You're going to start feeling it, okay? Remember, Saturn is your ruling planet, and this is in your third house, so a lot of communication this week. The third house also rules like neighbors. A lot of y'all could be moving. Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. So a lot of that may resonate with you in somehow, as well as, short distance travel. Now, last week, the biggest day of the last week is the 28th, okay? Mark it in your calendar. The sun conjuncting Mercury. We have a Mercury Cazimi. Not only that, on the same day, we have Mercury conjuncting Saturn, your ruling planet. Not only that, we have the sun conjuncting Saturn as well. So we have a Mercury Cazimi and a Saturn Cazimi. This is when you have a huge refresh and reset button pressed on you. Okay. This is your rebirth moment. This is a huge rebirth. This is you. Remember, Saturn rewards, right? And Saturn, all about karma. Remember, that's something that you're going to be working on this month. And so you work on your karma, you'll be rewarded. And that's what this is going to happen around this Saturn Cazimi. Remember, you will be. You got to know what you want, though. You got to know what you want. But this only happens once a year. Take advantage. Take advantage. There's going to be a sense of accomplishment. There is, for y'all, it's going to be like almost like putting together this new structure in your life. Okay. So when I say this is going to be a big life-changing month for you, it will be. It will be. All right. One last thing I'll mention is on the 28th, Mercury will sextile Jupiter. Sign contracts. Sign contracts. Have important conversations. Pitch things, present things that you need to have a job interview, negotiate. This is your future. This is an absolutely amazing aspect. So let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, for the last week of February. You're good. A lot of y'all are getting married. If not, someone you know is for sure. But a lot of y'all are moving to the next stage in a relationship, maybe even a friendship. Don't forget that could be a big thing for you. Partnership, relationship. A lot of y'all are going to have a moment of self-love as well, but there's a lot of new things happening for you. Just remember, work through things and always keep your gratitude high. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you just for this month, in general. Okay. All the time. You'll feel it. That power of attraction. You'll definitely feel it. All right. The more that you're in touch with like your super conscious, but you have a big month, but you are good. I mean, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. You have the Nine of Cups in your future, the Hierophant. Come on, this is all about wisdom. He is the connector between the spiritual world, physical reality. Remember what I said. I feel like that full moon in Virgo is going to have a really big impact on you. It's happening right before the Saturn Cazimi. All right, full moon in Virgo in your 9th house of spirituality. Okay. And this is a month where I said, like, you may feel very spiritually driven this month, but it's leading to this place of like power and empowerment. But even like this spiritual evolution for you is something that is more coming through. But you're good. A lot of wisdom in this card. A lot of like you're good. You're great. There's gonna be a squeeze. You did get the Three of Swords, but again, that is just an emotional moment where I just feel like you're gonna have to make a sense of like which path do I want to go on? What do I want for myself? What is going to fill my heart? All right. What is going to make me feel it in my bones, my soul? Anyway, I'm going to let go. I know I'm talking. Oh gosh. Okay. Thanks so much, Capricorn. If you like this reading, would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what you think of what you're looking forward to in February. What's going on for y'all? I want to know. This is a big reading. This is a big spread. And of course, we'll talk about it more in the weekly. So thanks so much, Capricorn. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.